Yeah. One more.
It's all about bright red lips, beautiful transparent red pink blushes on the eyelids and on the cheeks, very Donna Jordan, very Antonio Lopez, highlights going down the center of the eyes, highlights on the cheeks, the lips will be all glossed, the eyebrows are slightly muted, but I think it's just like fun color for springtime. I think it's going to be great.
I loved it. I think it's the best show she's ever done. I really do. I'm such a huge fan of Anna, and she's so underappreciated, and so many women in American fashion are underappreciated, like Anna. And I was backstage looking at the racks, and I said, this stuff was so cute. I'm really excited. It looks like it's going to be one of your best shows ever. And she said that everyone's been telling her she seems so happy, and she was so inspired this time by Antonio Lopez, the illustrator. And I just think it's my favorite show I've seen this season, and it's I think, the best show she's ever done. That period that's so magical, weirdly, that, you know, very early 70s revival of the 40s, you know, it's like a disco version of the 1940s that, you know, the shoes are amazing, and the clothes are amazing, the turbans, the hats, and every model looked amazing, and I just thought every single look was beautiful. Girls will want to wear those clothes. Anna's clothes are very affordable by designer standards, and I just loved it. I'm about to cry, and that's always the test.
I guess that this was a period that really inspired me to become a fashion designer, that really made me love fashion, that really was kind of all the foundation of what it is that I wanted to achieve with my design. But it's a period that I never really explored in my collections. So my close friends were saying, like, we're so surprised that you've never really tapped on this before. And it was just from seeing photographs of Antonio, and you know, he was not just an illustrator, he also did great photography, plus he discovered so many of these iconic women from the 70s, people like Grace Jones, Jerry Hall, and Jessica Lange, and he iconized women. And also there's a book of Marissa Berenson that's coming out, and there's an incredible picture of Paloma Picasso, Marissa Berenson, and Lulu de la Falaise. And Paloma's all in her 40s vintage gear. And it was just like, oh my God, it inspired Yves Saint Laurent, and it inspired me, like, to see women dressed like that. ERICKSON BEAMON has always done my jewelry, and they did those great dice and domino. Like, I wanted everything to look like Bakelite, because when Antonio and Andy Warhol go to Paris, Antonio and his friends all came with tons and tons of Bakelite bracelets and pins, and I wanted that feeling, because I think that it evoked so much of that whole vintage feeling.
Anna and I have been collaborating since the very beginning, and my job is to pull out and create Anna's wildest dreams. Whatever Anna wants, my job is to make sure she gets it, to interpret her vision to the best of my ability in jewelry, to reflect her collection. You know, it's impossible to label it one thing. It has a vintage quality, but it's also modern and always thinking forward. She's always fresh, always inspiring, always.
I love coming to Anna's shows. It's always really fun to see what she does. And I saw her this summer in Paris, and I heard that maybe there's going to be a little Paris feeling in this show, but I'm excited.
The clothes are gorgeous, the colour's amazing, the cuts. So I think her stuff is really fun and quirky. And I think, you know, fashion should be fun and expressive, and so she just really embodies that.
I love like the fun and the humor and just like the sunny disposition of it all. I love her. I'm such a fan.
She's one of my best friends. So yeah, that helps. But yeah, I've always been a huge fan. She mixes a bit of everything. It's kind of feminine. It's also very rock and roll. It's also really vintage. I love all of it.
I always think that if Hello Kitty were a grown woman, then that's what she would wear.
I think that I would really like to regenerate here. And I think that, you know, I've been so involved with Saving the Garment Center because I think that we need to bring that energy back here and really inspire people to work here, to start developing things here again. It's getting to be an impossible situation with resources that everything is outsourced, and it's not working right now. And it's limiting our choices, it's limiting what we're able to do, because every collection I realize there's fewer and fewer things that we can still do. When I first started, it was unlimited, and now it's very limited. So hopefully we can regenerate that here.